Hello, this is Sergey from ProperSoft, and in this video I will show you how to import a CSV file with transactions into Xero accounting system. First, we need to convert CSV file to OFX format and then import it into Xero. To convert CSV file to OFX format, we will use the Proper Convert app. To download Proper Convert app, go to propersoft.net and then click the download button. Then start the installer and install the app. And start the app and select the CSV file you want to convert. So first select the output format. We need OFX 0. So click on the QBO QFX OFX tab, then click on the file type drop down and select OFX 0. Your CSV file or Excel file may have different layouts. Different CSV files may have different layouts. The converter tries to understand your layout by looking at column names. In our case, we have date, amount, payee, memo, check number, type, category. So it tries to understand it and use those names and use those columns based on those names to extract transaction data. And in some cases, you may have several amount columns or several memo columns. So you may need to review mapping. When you click review mapping, you will see your CSV file shown as a table, and then on the left side you will see selections, what you would select or map your CSV columns to fields transaction details. In our case, we have date column to be used as date, amount to be used as amount. We don't use two column layout like some files may have deposit and withdrawal, and we would use name payee column for name, memo column for memo, check number for document check number, and in some cases you may have this type column like with words like debit and credit, but if you have amount already as positive or negative numbers, then you would not need to use this column. And if you have amount as just all positive numbers and separate column with the word that describes the transaction, then you would need to assign it. And for credit card files, you may have amounts in reverse way with a reverse sign. Let's say expenses are positive and payments to the account are negative. So in this case you would need to click reverse plus minus, because either for checking account or credit card account you would always have expenses as negative numbers and payments to the account as positive numbers. So if you see everything is correct with after mapping, you don't need to create like your custom mapping. But if you see something not selected properly, then you would need custom mapping. Now let's go to the right part where we set OFX attributes. The first one is account ID, and in our Xero accounting system we have account ID. You may use the same account ID as you have in Xero, and it could be different number, but important is that for multiple accounts you would use appropriate or associated numbers. So you would have this number associated with this account, you would have different number associated with different account, and so on. We have account type. This must be set, either checking, savings, credit card, credit line, and so on. We have currency, important too. For many apps, the currency must be set. So you would have, so make sure the currency matches what you have in Xero. And for some accounting systems, bank ID and branch ID also required to set. For Xero, it's not required, we can leave it empty. And so we're ready to convert, but there is checkbox saying open after save. For online things, have this checkbox unchecked. For apps installed on your computer, you can use this box to, what happens is the converter will create the file, the OFX file, and then will ask your computer system, your operating system, to start the accounting app you have installed on your computer, so and pass the OFX file name to it, so it can start importing it right away. For online system, you would have it unchecked, and then we go back to the app page and import it. So to create a file, click the convert button, and you can change file folder where it's saved, and you can change file name. Leave the .ofx at the end unchanged, but the anything else you can change. Click the save button to actually create the file, and in our case we have it already created, but we'll just overwrite it. And so now the OFX file is created. Let's go back to Xero. So there is a look for a link calling import a statement. And it says download bank statements from your online banking as OFX preferred format. So look for the select file, and then click on created OFX file, then click next. You see our transactions here, and then complete import, and that's it. We have transactions imported. Now you review them, assign vendor records, do additional changes if required, as you would do with direct online transaction download from your bank. But in this case, we have CSV file that was converted to OFX and imported into Xero. Thank you for watching.